Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to VGU Plays Dark Souls 2 with me, Dummy Expert Coles from VideoGamesUncovered.com, and of course everyone's favourite mage, Jeffrey the Mage. Simple as that. So last time, we beat the last giant, and it was quite a sad boss fight. Why was it sad? Because the whole theme around him being the last giant was pretty sad. Not gonna lie. So what are we doing today? Well, we are now going to prepare ourselves for the next boss fight, which is the Pursuer. You may remember the Pursuer from early on in the playthrough, after he smacked her senseless across the face. Which was actually not that bad. Like, we didn't do the worst job in the world, he just caught me out quite a bit back there. But don't worry, with all the leveling won't really help with the Pursuer, but mostly I think I've just taken a step back. I've looked back at the Pursuer boss fight and I realised where I've gone wrong. So I'm now prepared for the proper fight against the Pursuer coming up next. So as you can see here, if you use the soldier key that we got from that boss and open up this door down here, you get the Ring of Rejuvenation that slowly restores your HP. Pretty badly. Yeah, this ring is not worth it. It's a cool little ring if, like, let's say for example if you're just running around the place and you're going to be avoiding enemies, or you know that you're going to be killing enemies from afar and you're not going to take many hits or much damage at all, then over time this does actually regenerate a half decent amount of health. Not life gem amount, and especially not Estus Flask amount. But it does restore that little bit. It can save you in a very nasty pinch. I have had it happen to me before. So, maybe not the best for every build out there. Like, for some of you players early on in the game, it's a half decent ring to have. But we're going to be getting another ring, I believe before the Pursuer boss fight, if I'm correct. Which will help us out a heck of a lot more. So you may be wondering, why don't you just go to the Pursuer boss fight right now? Because I've only just realised I've missed something that can be incredible for Jeff to have. So, as you can see here, I'm just running around, going back to areas I've already been to, picking up some items that I've missed. And I realised I missed this one key item that will just make Jeffrey's entire session incredible. I've missed the chance to pick up Great Soul Arrows. Yeah, Great Soul Arrows. And you can actually pick up these Great Soul Arrows even before fighting the last giant. And I was a complete idiot when I looked back and realised I didn't pick those up. I should have picked it up. And I was right there when I killed Mild-Mannered Pate as well. So as you can see, we are now here. That's where the Pursuer boss fight is going to be, on the other side of that fog gate. But we're going to go up here, going to get some more life gems and the soul of a soldier, which of course is always handy. You gotta love those souls. And so yes, before we go against the boss, I'm going to do some backtracking to where the Great Soul Arrows are. Let's do a cool transition! Wipe! Well, it looks like Jeff is mastering those cool transition powers really well. So, as you can see, we're back at the bonfire, and we're back to killing these guys that we've probably killed a million times already. Why? Because this is the direction we need to go in order to get the Great Soul Arrows, as well as another really handy ring, which is just going to blow your mind, and is probably one of the best rings to get in the game, completely. And the fact that you can get it this early on, oh, so good. So I'm just going to take on Teenage Mutant Ninja Hardon over here with his massive mace. You know when I said I've got this guy down? More like he's got me down. Yeah, misjudged that one. But don't worry, he's still easy to take out. No big worries. A little bit of an Estus to keep me going, because I don't need to worry, I'm not going straight after the boss fight like this. As you can see, hole in the wall, tons of ballistas, enemies firing off the ballistas. So you just go in, you step out. If you can aggro that guy, like I did there, to get hit by the ballistas, all well and good. That just makes this a heck of a lot easier. And you take out a guy, which is always handy. So these guys are in fact incredibly easy to take out because they have no shields, they just have their two-handed swords, and it's perfectly easy to deal with. And there you go, great soul arrows. And you even get a nice little blue leather shield as well. That's alright. So I'm just going to go around the back here just to make sure that there are no more items to pick up. You can also use this room now to kite in any enemies that you may see, including that turtle guy, and just smack him over the face with some ballista bolts, which is pretty handy. Now this chest over here doesn't have anything really special in it, but you do need to be careful about it. And this is what I'm going to show you to do. You're going to have to open this chest, and as soon as you open it, run back and roll. Yeah, it throws out daggers, and those things will kill you. It doesn't matter what armor set you have at this point. I haven't seen a single person live through that. So that will kill you. And trust me, you don't want a middle finger moment like that happening anytime soon. So by this moment in time, you should have one of the Pharaoh's Lockstones. And if you put in a Pharaoh's Lockstone over here, this door will open, and you'll be able to get the Chloranthi Ring. Now, this is why the ring is incredible. It regenerates stamina. And unlike the regenerate health ring, that only does it a tiny bit, that's barely even noticeable, the stamina regeneration is amazing. You are going to see how fantastic this becomes when we hit the Pursuer fight, and a little bit later on past that. This is one of my main rings for this build, at least early on. Because later on we're going to get rings that are going to boost our magic power, and that's just going to help us pound living daylights out of enemies and bosses. And that's going to be my end game build when it comes to doing the rings. But early on, Chloranthi Ring is perfect for any class. Mage, warrior, rogue, in any situation, Chloranthi Ring, #1! So now that the Chloranthi Ring has been gained, I'm going to start working my way back to the bonfire and back to the Pursuer boss fight. As you can see back there, that's the remnants of mild-mannered Pate that we killed the other day. So if you do want to bring him back and just see what he has to say about you, yeah, you can. He doesn't have anything else better to say. I have no idea what the consequences are of killing him, because I killed him under this ground. Okay, I'll let you guys know now. I killed him under the grounds that you end up meeting the warrior that he talks about later on in the game. And that warrior says, "That mild-mannered Pate stole my ring, he did." So I'm just curious, if I killed Pate, got the ring, and maybe give the ring back to him, it may make him my friend. And then I may be able to use him as an NPC against a boss fight later on. That's my way of thinking about it. And quite honestly, I thought I would just be the honourable good guy and just kill mild-mannered Pate. Because he kind of, after I listened to the other soldier's story on my other run-through, he kind of came across as an arsehole, let's put it that way. So what's going to happen here, guys? I'm going to show you the rest of this little clip of me just running around, getting into position, ready for the Pursuer fight. And when we come back, we will face this evil foe. How will we do? Will we die or will we win? Find out next time on when VGU plays Dark Souls 2. I'll see you guys on the other side.